If you're over 50 and you feel like building muscle is getting harder, it's probably not because of your age, it's because of your habits. Most men don't suddenly decline after 50, they slowly sabotage their own progress by holding on to training and lifestyle habits that worked in their 20s and 30s, but no longer serve them now. The margin for error shrinks. Recovery changes, joint tolerance changes, hormone environment changes, and if you don't adjust, progress stalls. In this video, I'm going to break down 5 things men over 50 must stop doing if they want to keep building muscle, staying strong, and protecting their body for the next 20 years. None of these are extreme. None of these require superhuman discipline, but if you ignore them, they will cost you muscle, performance, and longevity. 1. Skipping mobility work. Once you're over 50, mobility isn't optional anymore, it's insurance. Tight hips, stiff ankles, and cranky shoulders don't just come with age. They're usually the result of years of sitting more, moving less, and training without maintaining joint health. The problem is most guys still treat mobility like it's fluff work, something to skip so they can get to the real lifting. And they wonder why their knees ache when they squat, or why their shoulders click and flare up every time they press. In your 20s, you could get away with doing a few lighter sets and calling it a warm-up. Your joints were forgiving, your tissues recovered fast, and you had a margin for error. After 50, that margin shrinks. If you're dealing with old injuries, reduced range of motion, or years of wear and tear, jumping straight into heavier sets without addressing movement quality is like driving a high-mileage car at top speed without ever checking the alignment. It might hold up for a while, but eventually something gives. Here's what most men over 50 don't realize. They're not plateauing because they're too old. They're plateauing because their movement quality has quietly declined. When you stop moving joints through full controlled ranges of motion, your body adapts to that restriction. What starts as mild stiffness becomes limitation. Without proper joint mobility, muscles can't contract efficiently. You can't load positions safely. Compensations creep in and pain shows up more often. That's when progress slows. Not because your muscles can't grow, but because your body can't tolerate the training required to stimulate growth. Mobility work isn't about becoming a yoga instructor. It's about restoring usable range of motion and maintaining control through it. 5 to 10 focused minutes before training, or 2 dedicated 30-minute sessions per week. That's it. It doesn't need to be complicated. It needs to be consistent. Mobility won't directly add inches to your arms, but it will allow you to keep squatting, pressing, hinging, and rowing hard safely for the next 20 years. 2. Switching up your program. After 50, the best training program isn't the most advanced, it's the one you follow long enough to make it work. At this stage, your body doesn't respond well to chaos, it responds to consistency. A lot of men fall into the trap of chasing novelty, new splits, new exercises, or new muscle confusion methods. That approach might feel productive, but it's not. If you keep jumping from program to program, you never give your body enough time to adapt. You never build momentum or truly master the lifts. Instead, choose a structured program built around progressive overload and commit to it for at least 8 to 12 weeks. For men over 50, repeating movements is powerful. When you consistently practice the same lifts, motor control improves, stability increases, and more muscle fibers are recruited per rep. This neuromuscular efficiency means more tension on the target muscles and less wasted effort. It also means less unnecessary joint stress. You're not in the gym to have fun. You're there to build strength, preserve muscle, and maintain independence for decades to come. 3. Not getting enough sleep. You can train hard and dial in your nutrition, but if you consistently short your sleep, you're capping your results before you ever touch a weight. Sleep is where recovery actually happens. Since recovery capacity declines with age, you cannot afford to ignore it. Chronic sleep restriction accelerates the natural decline of testosterone. In fact, even 1 week of restricted sleep significantly reduces testosterone levels in healthy men. Furthermore, research shows that a lack of sleep causes you to lose more muscle and less fat when dieting. For men over 50, muscle is your metabolic engine. Losing it makes everything harder. If you aren't getting 8 hours of quality sleep, you are leaving muscle on the table. 4. training through pain or injuries. Too many men brush off joint pain as proof they're training hard, but pain is not toughness, it's information. Ignoring that information is the fastest way to cut your training years short. This doesn't mean you stop lifting heavy, it means you lift intelligently. If a lift consistently feels unstable or sharp, change it. For example, if a barbell deadlift aggravates your lower back, a trap bar is a smarter option. Research shows trap bars reduce shear stress on the spine while still heavily loading the lower body. You're not watering down the movement, you're extending your ability to train it. Stop letting your ego make decisions your joints have to pay for. 5. Being a picky eater. After 50, nutrition isn't just about calories and protein, it's about protecting your health and managing inflammation. It's time to stop eating like a teenager. If your diet is built around ultra-processed snacks and just hitting macros, you're leaving results on the table. Most men over 50 undereat the very foods that support their systems: fruits, vegetables, and fiber. Low intake of these is associated with higher inflammation and poor metabolic health. Chronic inflammation accelerates aging and impairs recovery. If your plate is beige, your recovery is paying for it. Eating like an adult means shifting the focus to what your body needs. If nighttime cravings are a weakness, don't rely on willpower. Change your environment. Keep high-protein options like Greek yogurt available. It provides casein protein to support overnight muscle synthesis. As you age, your diet needs to work for you, not against you. And if you're still struggling to build muscle after 50, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss another video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.